Hi guys, hope everyone's doing well, back from vacation and feeling great. Such a great way to just clear your mind and get a little bit of a break. But the thing that I've been the most busiest with lately is a few of my claims that have been ongoing. So I want to talk about some do's and don'ts when you go through filing an insurance claim with Turo when an incident happens with your car. So I'm going to use this car as an example right now. This is my 6 Series. For those of you that have watched my videos from a couple weeks ago, all kinds of things happen to this car when someone put almost 7,000 miles on it. So I'm going to run you through some scenarios and things that you can do to kind of make your life a little bit easier when you do go through the claims process. So this was a little bit of a unique circumstance because there wasn't any really physical damage to the eye that you could see, but tires were worn out, brakes were improperly replaced, and things of that nature. So that required Turo wanted me to get a full inspection done of the car so that they could really evaluate what exactly the damages were from the way that this person used my car. So in this case, what I had to do was I decided to go to BMW because this car doesn't have very many miles on it, and all of my previous maintenance records were with BMW. So I thought in this case it would be best to go through them since they have the history of this car, should I need to provide any other maintenance records or anything like that for the claim. So I went ahead and did that, went to BMW, they did a full inspection. I kind of had to try to explain to them what the situation was. Quite truthfully, they didn't really understand what the heck was going on or why I needed what I needed in terms of documentation. I needed a full inspection. The first inspection they did, apparently it wasn't a full inspection because when I submitted it to Turo, they kind of informed me that it wasn't a proper inspection. So then I had to go back to BMW. And sure enough, Turo was right, and BMW redid an entire inspection of the car, and it was a more comprehensive report that they provided. So there was a lot of back and forth because I had a very difficult time with BMW understanding what I needed. So then after that, Turo asked me to get, a certain estimate from them for all the things that needed to be done. I got the estimate. Turo didn't approve all the things that BMW was saying that needed to be repaired. So Turo did approve 4 of the items, and then they wanted an estimate with just those items on it. Every time I went back to BMW, they literally could not give me an estimate with just the items that Turo needed. It was just very frustrating. They just kept sending me the same estimate over and over again. I went in multiple times and it's such a hassle. So at this point, I had to go back to Turo and just say, hey, can you guys run the estimate through your own system, whether that's through Snapsheet or whatever it is, because I just could not get my dealership to work with me. So point being, one of the best things that you can do for yourself if you are getting into Turo or you are already a host on the platform is build really great relationships with different service providers in your area. So for example, 90% of the time whenever I have any kind of repairs or anything like that need to be done on my cars, whether it's for a claim or not, I use a body shop called SB Tires and Auto Repair. They're really great. I've been using them for a long time, so we have a great relationship now. Not only that, but now when I go into them, they really prioritize my business and they move fast because they know I need my cars fast. They know what I do, so they know that my turnaround time is what matters to me. I want to get my cars back on the road. I need, estimates. I need them to get in touch with Snapsheet or whatever it might be. So they're very seasoned with my business and what I'm doing, and they're very good about catering to my needs. And that really came over years of doing business with them. And another way that you can really help build a relationship with your service provider is, if they do a good job, is send them repeat and referral business. So I recommend all my family to them and they get business off of me, and they know that. And because I do that for them and I frequent them so often, they're more inclined to, make sure that I'm fully taken care of no matter what it is. And that is where it really saves you time and money, is when your service providers become really seasoned with what it is that you need. So, if it's like a Monday and I have a rental on Wednesday and like this repair needs to get done, they are going to make sure that they have it done no matter what because they know that I need it. So that's probably one of the best tips that I can give you, is build that relationship relationship. And one of the best ways to build that relationship is by sending them referral business and letting them know that it's coming from you and that you are sending these people to them, and also maintaining sort of that loyalty to your shop. If you are kind of spread out and sometimes you go here and sometimes you go here, it's very difficult to build that type of relationship with your service provider. And I almost made that mistake where, I was using a couple of different service providers for the same type of service. And then it dawned on me that, why am I doing this? I need to go to the same person so that they know that I give all of my business to them and that they'll continue working with me on pricing and speed and service. And that's exactly what it's come to. So in this case, I really wish that it was a different scenario. If I would have just gone to my regular body shop, this would not have been an issue. But just kind of given the situation that it was, I decided to go to the dealership, and I don't know if that was right or wrong, but that's just what the situation is. So it's been weeks now that I've been trying to get this claim settled and get this car back on the road. And that's the main thing as a host, right? It's that you want to make sure that your cars are up and running and that they're in great working condition while being maintained, while getting your repairs done, so that you can maximize the utilization days in a calendar month. You don't want to have too many down days because that eats at your margins, and that's not what you want. And then another thing why it's so great to have your service providers is because, for example, let's say something happens on a Saturday morning, right? And you file that claim. Usually claims is up and running in terms of their communication and getting your claim processed. It's usually Monday through Friday, right? It's pretty rare, at least in my experience, where I've, been dealing with claims over the weekend. They're usually out of office for the most part. So if it's on a Saturday, what you can kind of do to help speed up the process, depending on what the situation is, you can go to your shop and tell them, hey, you need this estimate. So maybe on Monday or Tuesday, when claims gets back to you, you can get back to them right away and say, hey, I already have an estimate. Here it is. This is what I have. And they'll take a look at it, and then they'll take the process from there. So sometimes that saves the step of Turo having to get the estimate. Then all they need to do is really kind of validate what the damage is. They'll get in touch with your shop if they need to, and they'll take it from there. So I find that to be very helpful in the claims process. And then other than that, you just want to make sure that you're very responsive to the claims emails, that you're providing them any documentation that they might need, any information that they might need. So those are the little things that really help things move along much faster than if you're not really prepared and you're waiting a couple of days to go to your shop and get the things that you need. It's just you're killing your revenue days, and that's not what you want. So for any of you hosts out there, if you guys have any shops that you recommend in the area, in Orange County, LA County, or whatever state you might be in, I would definitely refer them down in the comment section so that other people can use them as well, because the more business that you can send to them, the better of a deal it is for you. And that way, you're helping out another business, and then that business is going to help you out as well. So on that note, if there are also any other hosts out there that have some great tips or tricks to help you along in the claims process, if you guys can share for the community, that would be so appreciated. And thank you again to everyone who chimes in on the comment section and responds to questions from me from other hosts or people looking to get started. I really appreciate that. It's so helpful for me and my time. And I will continue to do as much as I can to put more information out there for you guys. And these are just small little tidbits that came to mind today because of what I'm going through with my 6 Series BMW. But as I continue to remember more things that can help in the claims process, I promise to post more about it. All right, you guys, take care. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.